Hi there, and welcome to my channel. Let's just start with a little mood music, right? Put on a record for everybody. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, let's get started. Hi everyone, and welcome to Cider Cocktails with Jenny. So, for today, we're actually going to be making a whiskey and cider sour. So first, let's imagine ourselves in 1792. We're a sailor. We are on the voyage to America. Scurvy is a big problem. Water is bad. What do we make? Well, we're going to combat all of those by using what we have. And, you know, this pandemic is not so different. So let's first take a look at our ingredients. Alright, so here are our ingredients. Today, we're going to be using any bourbon of your choice. I am choosing Russell's Reserve Kentucky Bourbon, which is, I do love it. And then you'll need a dry cider, and today I am choosing Schilling's London Dry in the 12-ounce can. You will also need half a lemon deseeded. You will need 1 egg, although we'll only be using the egg white, so keep the yolk for whatever you'd like to use it for. Or if you really want to prevent any disease, go ahead and just chug that right down. Or if you've maybe had one too many cocktails yesterday, good for the soul. You will need simple syrup, which is simply equal parts demerara sugar and water. You will need bitters. I made my own from locally foraged herbs, but you can use Angostura if you'd like. And optionally, you will also need maraschino cherries. Again, this is optional if you'd like a slightly sweeter version. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now that the egg yolk is securely in my shaker, I'm gonna go ahead and add some ice to that. Perfect. So now what we're trying to do is really give it that wonderful texture. So we're gonna give it a really good shake, okay? All we're doing is helping to really emulsify that egg white, really create a really smooth, silky texture with it. Now we're gonna add some of our other ingredients, and we're gonna add this directly to our shaker with the exception of the cider. Because our cider is carbonated, we're gonna wait till the very end because we wanna shake this one more time. Okay, so now we're gonna add 1.5 ounces of bourbon. My choice here is Russell Reserve Kentucky Bourbon. You may use whatever bourbon you choose, depending on what you have in your cabinet. So we're gonna go 1.5 ounces. Perfect. Just enough bourbon to really give us a kick that we're after. Then we're gonna cut our lemon in half. We're gonna de-seed that lemon, and then half of that lemon we're just gonna squeeze right into our mixture. Citrus and egg white go very well together. It really helps the egg white to shine. Also, we don't want scurvy, right? Okay, and then I also have my simple syrup, which is equal parts demerara sugar and hot water. Do allow it to cool first before you use it. You don't want to introduce hot into your ice. And then we're going to use just under 1/2 ounce. You can use a little more or a little less depending on how sweet or how dry you would like your cocktail to be. Okay, so now that we have all of this, we're going to give it a shake again. We really want to incorporate those ingredients together. All right, so you know that you're in a good spot when your shaker is really cold. Perfect. Now we have our final ingredient, which is cider. Today I'm going to be using London Dry from Schilling. You know, I really like this one because our cocktail is quite simple. It's really nice to not overpower it with something too tannin forward, but you do want to add something that is nice and dry. Okay, so we're gonna add 2.5 ounces of cider. So 1, 2.5, and a little for me. You know, you must taste test, right? Okay, so Now that we have this, remember I've just added something that's carbonated. I don't want to shake this again, but I do want to incorporate it. So I'm just going to give it 1, 2. Just to make sure that everything is really nice and incorporated, we want to create a really well-balanced cocktail. All right, that looks excellent. So here, our Marie Antoinette. This is my favorite glass. Has a really long history and it's really delicate and elegant to drink from. You can also serve this in a highball. You can serve this in whatever you'd like to serve it in. It's really based upon how you would like to present your cocktail. Excellent. So we have just enough to fill our cocktail. And you can see that really nice, wonderful film that is created from using egg. And then, so now we come to the bitters that we spoke about. So for bitters, what we're gonna do is simply layer it on the top, okay? We wanna create the bitters as part of the experience. So I have actually put homemade bitters into this tube. And I can, we're gonna be doing another demo on how to make homemade bitters based on foraged herbs. Really, really lovely. So what I'm gonna do is just add the bitters to the top layer, because what I'm looking for is to have those bitters be incorporated into my cider. And so that every single drink that I take, I'm getting 1 sip of that bitters first, and then that smooth, creamy cocktail coming around after. You can get creative with it and start to make designs, or you can kind of leave it as is depending on your preference. And then we have our cider sour. Thanks so much for joining me, you guys. And as always, if you're gonna make a cocktail, why not make it cider? Cheers. Alternatively, if you like things a little bit sweeter and you happen to have them in your house, maraschino cherries do wonders in this. So what I like to do is to simply grab one of my cherries onto my toothpick, add it in, and then you're gonna wanna add just a pinch of the cherry juice. That's gonna sink right to the bottom and immediately create a really nice layered effect on your cocktail. So, once again, cheers, and if you're gonna have a cocktail, make it cider.